This is Top Shop Podcast.
Shop Podcast.
Top Shop Podcast.
Podcast for automotive service business owners by Paul Donahue.
Hey, auto repair shop owners. We are in St. Louis, Missouri at the Spring MAP Conference. Unlike other MAP conferences where we're in a hotel, we're in the Research and Development building at Hunter Engineering here in St. Louis. So what a great company, Hunter Engineering. And we want to thank Hunter for extending their hospitality and allowing the MAP conference to be held here and even giving us this room. So I'm sure you guys recognize that logo on that shirt. I've got a great account manager. He's a national accounts manager, been for 6 years at Bosch, Tim Dooley. So Tim, ASC certified, and as he was just telling me, he was working on cars, but his manager came out and told him what?
Better with people than I was with cars.
So they took him off the cars and put him on people. And outside sales rep for auto parts stores, AutoZone, Carquest, and Napa. He's got 30 plus years in the industry. He's a tech service writer. He's done parts store manager, factory rep for Spectre, Premium, and Bosch. So ASA certified mechanical and parts. So he's a really well-rounded individual, but he holds a pretty high position with Bosch now. I mean, national accounts manager. So he's handling all the big sales accounts nationally for Bosch. So how did you get to where you're at now? Just your reputation through the parts, or?
So persistence. I never liked taking or giving a customer no or I don't know is the answer.
Right.
But I was willing to say I don't know, but I'll find out. So the persistence to hang in there and learn from that experience. So that way I could take that information, I could process it, I could store it. A lot of that's probably useless stored information, but it helps me from time to time.
Right, yeah.
But it was persistent. So in coming to Bosch, while I was still working in the parts store, trying to give my kids the want and the experience to develop the power of going to school, I went back to school at night and I got my associate's degree. Without it, I wouldn't have been eligible to be hired.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, and then I now have my bachelor's and I'm working on my master's program. So it's trying to keep that well-rounded, as a master's in organizational leadership, but just taking the willingness to learn and grow with the company. They've been great in supporting me in that endeavor.
Yeah. What investments is the company making in terms of technology and training to help repair shops stay current with rapidly evolving technologies like, EVs and...
Yeah, so the plug-in hybrid electric and electric vehicles do pose a new challenge.
Okay.
As technicians, we working under standard internal combustion engines. Circuits are still, with the miles of wire that are in a car, are still a difficult task for some techs. So we just rolled out our nationwide EV training tour. Mm-hmm. So we're going to have a training facility basically moving from city to city across the country for the next 8 months.
Oh, wow.
Offering nothing but level 1 and 2 EV training.
Okay, so my next question, are there any specific tools, resources, or partnerships that you offered independent repair shops to enhance their diagnostic and repair capabilities?
Right, so we don't necessarily offer direct to the independent repair shops. As everything we sell through distribution.
Right.
So we take the input from our customers, we take the input from the field. If a tool can be developed that we believe would save time, it's the right tool and it's affordable, we do our best to get that out in the hands of the technician through our distribution partners.
Okay, Tim, are there specific tools, resources, partnerships that you offer independent repair shops to enhance their diagnostic and repair capabilities?
There are.
Okay.
Because we supply a lot of the original equipment manufacturers with their specialty tooling needs and equipment, the specialty tools, we'll see a spike on specialty tools when a dealer has a high need for that tool. So if there's a recall, this tool is going to be needed on thousands of cars, we're going to see the movement on that tool increase. And then when the time comes, we need to have that tool available for the aftermarket. Because once that car is out of warranty, if it wasn't needed, it's going to be. It's just a matter of time. So we pay attention to those trends and we try and keep everyone up so the shop has the ability to get that specialty timing tool that's needed to put a new timing chain on.
Okay, all right. So what about the environmental regulations and sustainability? How is your company adapting to and supporting repair shops in meeting increasingly stringent environmental regulations such as emission standards, disposal of hazardous materials? Do you have any involvement in that kind of question?
I don't have any involvement in the question, but as a company, in June of 2020, Bosch became globally carbon neutral.
Oh, okay.
So we encourage our suppliers and the vendors that we deal with to follow those same standards.
Okay, all right. Any initiatives or products aimed at promoting sustainability, eco-friendly stuff, recycling programs?
We do work very closely on the EV side. We have an entire team, not in the automotive division, but in the power tools division. They were able to start making the plastic cases that power tools come in and delivered in out of recycled Coke bottles
Right.
or soda cans or bottles. They finally got to the right mixture of clear and green and what colors they needed to make it the right green color for the case. But then it's 100% recycled product that's now going out the door and encasing that unit instead of branded plastic.
Okay. What's the main things that Bosch manufactures?
So Bosch is almost in every industry. Every industry. I believe the numbers are 8 out of 10 smartphones have what they call a MEM sensor. It's a chip that stabilizes the camera. So
Right.
You're shaking hands, takes a steady photo.
Oh, wow. That comes from Bosch.
Yes.
Wow.
You know, we are in the medical industry. We have things referred to as ventilating that's still used in other countries, but it's a test procedure. So in March of 2020, when COVID was just starting,
Right.
we could take a test and not only give you a positive or negative result, but what strain of flu you had
Wow.
in 45 minutes. Now, if you remember back in March of 2020, it was a week-long process.
Week-long process, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, Bosch as a whole, as a company, kind of has their hands in everything. And I can't speak to the entire division.
Sure, because it's too much. Right. It's too big.
But it was impactful when the first time I walked into the building, there was a quote on the wall, and it was Robert Bosch. It said, I'd rather sell the right tool and lose money than sell the wrong tool.
Right.
To
Okay.
me, that was impactful.
Right. Okay. And so one of the main products that Bosch manufactures for the automotive industry, or is that too big in scope also?
So it's pretty big in scope. Like I said,
Okay.
we're one of the largest OEM suppliers.
Okay.
So braking components, engine management, fuel systems, modules, whether it be an engine control module, transmission controller. You know, we work on powertrain systems, so we also have steering and suspension systems.
Okay. How important is MAP, the MAP program? How long have you been a member?
I have been a member with MAP. This is my third year since taking this role with Bosch.
Okay.
So Bosch was already a member of MAP when we started. We believe it's important as we're trying to build trust in the industry, so we believe in what they're doing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So why should other organizations join AMRA?
AMRA MAP is there to make the industry as a whole more trustworthy and better.
Right.
So if your customers walking in the door see that you're a member of a nationwide program, that's whole purpose is to build trust and reliability. You know, we're all keyboard warriors. People go online and they start looking. So when they find things like, oh, the Automotive Maintenance and Repair Association, what do they do? And they talk about their stance on how auto repairs should happen and, you know, truthfulness in repairs. And, you know, that builds trust to an end user.
Right.
Or someone that's searching online and then, oh, well, where can I get my car fixed? And type in my zip code.
Right.
And then I find the closest shop.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Well, thanks. We really appreciate your time, Tim.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks.
For additional automotive resources and exclusive content, follow us on Spotify and subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our episodes. Thanks again for joining us in the driver's seat, and we'll see you next time for another thrilling episode of Top Shop.